CLA, and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively too.
Now here's Russell. Thomas outside, launches it. Ball with the rebound. Here's Charlotte. This one for three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Let's go with a three. And it's Russell. That time on the assist by Thomas.
Boy, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from three, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control. Would you say?
They test. The limits of his range there.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Russell. The three ball. And he's missed his first two shots of the game.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Ball against Russell. Ball outside. Charlotte again missing.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent. Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And here's Green from the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thomas outside. The three. Williams grabs the board.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
And that one's good. Green.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Outside Johnson. That shot's good. Russell making the plays.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
On target from range.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Here's Thomas for three. Rebounded by Green.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Thomas outside, pulls it, and off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Thomas has got five.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Pass to Miller from outside the arc. Out to Bridges. Ball with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Clock at 6. Lets the three fly. No good on the shot. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Clark, you look at the scoring ability of Miles Bridges. Most nights, he feels like he has an advantage.
And I would agree with that when you think about defenders trying to slow down Miles Bridges. Most guys are either too slow or not strong enough to deal with him. As a result, he's able to make it tough for just about anybody who guards him.
Now here's Miller, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Miller against Thomas. The kick out to Johnson. Claxton a screen on Bridges. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Charlotte. Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Thomas. Now here's Russell. Johnson a screen on ball. Pass to Johnson. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Bridges.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Ball against Russell. Ball passes to Bridges. Back to Ball. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Hornets ball as Charlotte keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Bridges. Okogie comes in for Green. Smith, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Curry in for Ball. Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. Wilson comes in for Russell. And here's Johnson. The kick out to Williams. Three-pointer. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. It's a tie game in Charlotte. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we... And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the floor for Brooklyn, they've got Johnson. He's out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Clowney in at the power forward position. And there's a pick from deep. Johnson. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Now here's Watford. No points yet. Outside Johnson. Pass to Clowney. From deep. Rebounded by Nurkic. Charlotte's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Curry, a screen on Johnson. Now here's Nurkic. Here's Diabate. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
And here's Curry for three. Sharp grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Wilson. And it's the Hornets on the break. For three, Smith sinks the tray. Smith's got 5 now.
A dead-eye shooter, Nick Smith, is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
Here's Wilson. Here's Watford. Hits the trifecta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Curry. Smith outside. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to drop. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Sends it home from three-point land. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Sharp, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 3. For 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Watford with a screen. Pass to Sharp. The kick out to Johnson. 4-3. Okogie pulls down the board. And for the Hornets, they're shooting just around 32% from the field. And here's Curry for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Curry's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Watford. Pass to Clowney. 1:14 left to play in the first half. Clowney's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Curry passes to Smith. There's a screen by Nurkic. And Charlotte, another three.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Clowney. Takes the three. Knocks down the triple. Clowney's got 6.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Smith outside. Pass to Nurkic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Watford the pass to Sharp. Outside Johnson. They set the pick. Here's Clowney. Outside Sharp. Here's Curry. For 3, Smith. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Yeah, great idea there. He set Smith up and let him knock him down.
Pass to Clowney. There's the steal. And it's the Hornets on the break. Fires the 3. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's Charlotte with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title, Clark.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, BA. Playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Green out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Ball passes to Green. And the 3 off target.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Outside, Williams. Russell deciding where to go with it. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. The Hornets pull it in. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Ball against Thomas. The 3 is up. Charlotte again missing. Nets trail by 3. Outside Russell. Thomas outside. Johnson on the wing. Outside Russell. There's the 3. And the Nets another 3.
Russell does a good job taking whatever the defense avails. He doesn't need to look for other options if he's got a good look.
Ball passes to Miller. Bridges outside. From deep three-point land. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Russell finds Claxton. Thomas right side. For the lead. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Russell against Ball. Williams with the screen. Pass to Green. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. Green's got 9 points.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
And here's Thomas from the arc. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The kick out to Johnson. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Miller outside. Williams a screen on Thomas. Tipped away. Pass to Miller. Here's the three. Drills it from deep. 9 points in the game.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And here is Williams. And the Nets, another three.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
They set the pick. Here's Johnson driving inside. Outside for Russell. Williams against Bridges. Fires for three. Williams misses. Hornets trail by 3. Ball taking his time here. Williams a screen on Johnson. Here's Miller. Gets the three to fall.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Claxton a screen on Miller. The kick out to Johnson. Fires from deep. Hits the three-pointer. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Green, the pass to Ball. Screen by Bridges. Three-pointer. Oh, Ball so dangerous from the perimeter.
Ball will not let his opponent just own the arc. He can knock it down from there, too. So competitive.
Thomas outside. Outside Johnson. Johnson a screen on Green. Williams from long range. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's a tie game in Charlotte. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. On the floor for Brooklyn. Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then it's Williams. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Johnson in at the point. Johnson with it. Guarded by Smith. Pass to Thomas. Outside Johnson. A deep three. Hornets with the rebound. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now. To the left wing. Thomas against Smith. Miller on the wing to take the lead. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Johnson. Sharp against Nurkic. Now here's Sharp, guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson passes to Williams. Over Nurkic. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Nets lead by 2. It's been a couple of minutes since they led in this game.
Oh, they'd love to change that here.
Smith outside. Nurkic a screen on Thomas. Smith passes to Miller. Outside Curry. Over Sharp. Pass to Diabate to take the lead. The kick out, Curry. Smith outside. Miller a screen on Thomas. Here's Diabate. The three, Smith nails it from 3.
Just relentless on the offensive end. Nick Smith has endless energy, applying constant pressure. And right now, Nick is cooking.
Williams misses.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
3, Smith. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sharp's got 7 rebounds in the game. The 3. Miller pulls it in. Charlotte has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's the pick. Pass to Nurkic. And here's Curry for 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Thomas with the ball. Nurkic picks him up. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The Hornets with the lead. Launches the 3. And Miller the bucket on the assist from Curry. Miller's got 9 points here in the second half. Williams up top. Pass to Thomas. From downtown, fires in the triple.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Nurkic a screen on Johnson. Curry passes to Miller. Picked by Smith. To the left side wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
The Hornets making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. There's a screen by Johnson. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Smith with a screen on Johnson. Miller, the pass to Curry. Now here's Bridges. Covered by Johnson. Bridges misses.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Thomas, a screen on Curry. Pass to Clowney from the arc. The rebound by Bridges. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Miller, the pass to Smith. Back to Miller. There's the triple. Off target from downtown. Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that puts him up 5.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
in at the 5, down low. And for the Hornets, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Mark Williams. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Giddey, no good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Bridges outside for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
Wide a screen on Ball. And Ball is good for 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
First quarter, just over a minute played. White looking around. No good on the 3. Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Now here's Giddey. From outside, off the mark. Ball against Ball. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Giddey. Lets it go from deep. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges outside. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Ball from long range. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Ball surveying the defense. Giddey, no one around him. Drills the three-pointer.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 3-point game. Hornets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Williams sets a screen for Bridges. Outside, Ball. From deep. Again, Ball missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Here's Buzelis. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group. But it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Williams. And Curry subbed in for Green. Chicago also making some changes. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Josh Giddey. And Jones subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And it's White missing. Charlotte shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Ball with a wide open look. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
And it's White missing. Charlotte leading by 3. Ball up top, defended by Jones. Right side Curry. Misses the three.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jones. Here's White. Shot clock at 6. Cranes the three-pointer. White's got 6.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Bridges inside the three-point line. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Hornets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And that one falls for Bridges. Both free throws good from Bridges.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
It's been all about Miles Bridges for the Hornets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Smith is out there with Curry. And it's Diabate in at the power forward position. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
On the wing, Dosunmu. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Curry dishes to Smith. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Williams. To the left wing. Collins kicks to Smith. From downtown. That one, no good. Charlotte in the lead. Smith feeling it out a bit. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Here's Dosunmu. Knocks down the 3 ball. Dosunmu's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bulls.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Nurkic setting the pick for Smith. Fires from deep. Chicago grabs the miss. On the wing, Dosunmu. He's got 6. Pass to Williams. Back to Dosunmu. For 3, Smith. Nurkic a screen on Williams. For 3, Smith. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket. Bulls trail by 5. On the wing, Dosunmu. Covered by Smith. Back to Dosunmu. Smith with a screen on Smith. Dosunmu finds Smith. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Charlotte's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Smith for 3. Smith missing again. Chicago has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Josh Green comes in for Josh Okogie. And Ball subbed in for Smith. Giddey kicks to Herter. Here's Buzelis. Connects from three-point range. Buzelis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Ball from long range. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Ball sets a screen for Herter. Back to Ball. Here's the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Ball's got 6.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Outside Williams. Ball feeling it out a bit. Stolen by Ball. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball in.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
So for Chicago right now, we've got Buzelis all out there with White, and it's Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the 3 spot. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Back to White, fires the 3. Ball with the rebound. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. The lead is 2. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being
Billy,
fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer. Back-to-back national titles in college. And then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. They double him with Green. White, wide open, he fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
A smooth three-point shot from White, who just had to hit them right back.
Back to Ball. Pass to Miller. Ball, a screen on White. Miller with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's off from 3-point range. Ball against Ball. They kick it out to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Miller, that's for 2. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Now it's a 5-point Charlotte lead. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Nailed from three-point land. Bridges has got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets. Bridges has gone 3 of 5 from deep, shooting 60% so far from way outside. Vucevic to the pass to White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Back to Vucevic. Pass to White. Buzelis, no one around him. They get the rebound. Here's Giddey. Sinks the triple. Giddey's got 6.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Ball from long range. Bulls trail by 5. Here's White. Hornets with the rebound. Bridges has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Lets the 3 fly. The kick out to Ball. There's the triple. Green with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Williams. Okogie comes in for Green. Smith checked in for Brandon Miller. And it's Seth Curry in for Ball. 4 on the clock. Herter setting the pick for Smith. Shoots over Nurkic. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Smith's got his first 2 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Okogie, the pass to Nurkic. Offline with his 3. Bulls trail by 6. Jones from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there. The Hornets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Smith for 3. Drills it from outside. And the Hornets lead by 6.
And for Smith, I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty more nights like this.
Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. 12 points for him.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Hornets on top, up by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. 3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Smith is out there with Curry. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Pass to Dosunmu. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Miller's checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for Curry, then for the Bulls. Vucevic comes in for Williams. And it's White in for Kevin Herter. Ball against Jones. That's a 2 from Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Smith's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Charlotte. Pass to Dosunmu. A shot, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. So for the Bulls, Josh Giddey comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jones.
Lonzo Ball.
Smith against Vucevic. Smith left side. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Vucevic dishes the ball. Swiped away. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back. And there is the whistle that goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Green, he's checked in for the Hornets. Buzelis is checked in for the Bulls. They set the pick. Ball against ball. Just 5 on the clock. Miller outside. And the 3 ball is good. And the Hornets lead by 6.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Ball no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Shoots the 3. Miller, no up. Bulls trail by 6. It's White on the wing. Covered by Miller. Vucevic a screen on Miller. And it's White missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Goes back up. Miller finds Nurkic. Ball against ball. Ball, the pass to Green. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Checking in for Charlotte, Mark Williams. Miles Bridges.
Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And again, Chicago, no good. Outside, Ball. On the wing, Miller. Puts up a 3. Traps in the tray. Miller's got the lead up to 9 now for Charlotte.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Giddey kicks the ball. Launches a 3. And again, Chicago, no good. Charlotte has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Miller dishes the ball. Pass to Bridges. Williams sets a screen for Bridges. Green passes to Miller. Launches it. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by Ball. Takes the 3. Bridges. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 11. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end. And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Here's Giddey. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Hornets.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Here's White. Off target from outside. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 13-5 run. Ball kicks to Miller. Outside, Green. There's Ball with the 3. Ball with the rebound. And Ball with the block. And they recover it. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing.
over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
No good from outside. And Ball will bring it up here for the Chicago Bulls. They set a pick. White for three. Williams grabs the board. Russell against Ball. Russell to pass to Williams. Thomas outside. Shot clock at 6. Williams a screen on White. Thomas finds Williams. Fires the three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. White on the wing. Williams defending. Back to White. Jacks up a three. He buries it from 3.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Now here's Thomas. Claxton a screen on White. High post Claxton. From deep, Johnson. Deflected.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Just 3 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And just executing your offense earlier in the clock helps you avoid shots like that.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Now here's Williams. Thomas outside. Sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. Ball passes to Giddey. Here's Buzelis. Thomas with a steal. Vucevic with a steal. White looking it over. Over Thomas. White can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Thomas passes to Johnson. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
He was all alone on that one.
Boy, Giddey, if he becomes a knockdown three-point shooter, you will not be able to guard this guy.
Outside Russell. Pass to Thomas. Puts up a three. Chicago with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Launches it from deep. They get it back. The kick out to White. Now Vucevic. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Nice quick trigger from Ball right there. Good at sizing up the defense and knowing when to shoot off the pass.
Johnson a screen on White. Thomas passes to Russell. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, Giddey. And again, Hits the Bulls from deep. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Russell to pass to Thomas. Stolen by Ball. And they're on the break. Here's Buzelis. No good from outside. He got his defender off his... Oh, did he? He did! He got it to fall!
He did, B.A. So nice. Oh, showing some moxie.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court for the Bulls, they've got Dosunmu. Jalen Smith is out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Patrick Williams, and it's Jones in at the point.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Williams passes to Jones. Picked by Smith. And Jones, good for 3. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Clowney, covered by Smith. With the drive. Chicago with a rebound. Williams on the wing, guarded by Sharp. Pass to Jones. Collins a screen. And there's the lob. Oh, it's stolen. Here's the break.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Chicago has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Collins against Sharp.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Collins a screen. Buries it down low. Nets trail by 3. Here's Clowney, still without a bucket. Here's Watford. From outside, off the mark. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Herter's checked in for Smith. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Herter can't hit. Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Watford. Johnson a screen on Jones. Pass to Johnson. Back to Watford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Dosunmu. Doubled by Watford. Back to Jones. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Here's Clowney. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Jones. He launches a 3. Clowney pulls it in. Nets trail by 5. Outside Johnson. Here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Bulls.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Russell is checked in. Bulls leading by 5. Now Jones. 6 points for him. Pass to Collins. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Collins has got 6 points.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Sharp a screen on Jones. There's the 3. And the Nets miss again. The Bulls have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. 41 seconds left in the first half. And Collins with the slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And the three-pointer goes.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. Johnson for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Dosunmu, the pass to Jones. Keeps it alive. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Bulls out in front, up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to the second quarter. And get ready for the fifth half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Zach Collins with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Buzelis' shot is good.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Ball against Russell. Ball right side. Williams against Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Buzelis. The 3 ball. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thomas with the ball. He's got 9. Here's Russell. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. Ball left side. Drains the triple. Ball's got 6.
The coaching staff loves seeing Ball take these shots because it really helps get him going on the offensive end.
Thomas outside. Puts up a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. White for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Thomas passes to Williams. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Bulls making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Lets the 3 fly, and Ball gets it to go. He's got 9.
A lot has been made about Lonzo's shooting motion. The bottom line, who cares what it looks like when the shots are going in?
Thomas, that's good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Smith with a screen on Thomas. White, the pass to Smith. Thomas with a steal. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, BA, consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and four first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Back to Giddey. The three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
May not be Josh Giddey's first instinct, but boy, he can flat score the basketball.
Russell, pass to Thomas. Johnson a screen on White. Takes the three. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. Johnson's got 6.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Smith with a screen on Williams. From deep, Giddey. Rebounded by Johnson. Nets trail by 5. Thomas outside. Pass to Williams. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
The three from Ball. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Counted from distance. Thomas has got 9 points now in the quarter.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
It's Giddey on the wing. Williams defending. The three from Ball. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Thomas for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the game's still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Chicago. Patrick Williams out there with Buzelis. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Dosunmu. And it's shooting guard. The Nets with a lead. 3-pointer. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Dosunmu on the wing. Williams defending. 3-pointer. Buzelis. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Clowney. Lets it fly. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now a 6-point Brooklyn lead. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. 3-pointer, Vucevic. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 4 assists in the game. Johnson against Jones. Pass to Sharp. Now here's Johnson. Outside Sharp. Clock at 6. Off the mark there with a 3. Bulls trail by 3. 3-pointer, Buzelis. Buries it from 3.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Johnson passes to Sharp. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Dosunmu, right side. Fires the three. Brooklyn pulls it in. And here's Johnson. Outside, Williams. Outside Sharp from outside the arc. No luck on that one. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Clowney pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Wilson. Sharp, a screen on Williams. Wilson passes to Sharp. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
To take the lead. Dosunmu can't hit. The Nets have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. There's the triple. Sharp, that one's good. And the Nets lead by 3. Well, the Bulls shooting around 44%. Not bad. Pass to Buzelis. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Buzelis has got 9 points now in the second half.
Oh, man. Massive points from Buzelis. Yes.
Johnson passes to Williams. And the Nets, another 3.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Williams a screen on Jones. Here's Johnson. Pass to Clowney. Now Sharp. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. Russell comes in for Wilson. Giddey's checked in for Chicago. Berger comes in for Dosunmu. From deep, Giddey. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Russell with the ball. Guarded by Vucevic. It's Sharp on the wing. And it's off from three-point range.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Pass to Buzelis. Jones feels it out. Three-pointer, no good. Oh, got a piece of it. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell to pass to Johnson. Russell a screen on Herder. Back to Russell from downtown. Oh my! What a shot! Oh, an enormous three-pointer! And there's the screen. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Time expired. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here we go. Ball is out there with Kobe White. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Smith in at the center position. Outside Giddey. Ball outside. White for 3. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson with it. And it's Giddey picking him up. Back to Johnson. Screen by Claxton. Johnson passes to Claxton. 5 on the clock. And here's Johnson. Let's go with a 3. Tipped. White on the wing. The three. Knocks down the long J. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Johnson a screen on White. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Ball passes to Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. 4-3. Rebounded by Johnson.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now here's Williams. Johnson on the wing. To take the lead. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls have gotten 1 shot to fall out of 3 in OT. Fires the 3. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by White. Smith's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Thomas passes to Johnson. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Smith with a screen on Johnson. Pass to Giddey. Jacks up a 3. And no good. It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena.
Williams finds Johnson. And here's Thomas. Claxton a screen on White. Thomas outside. The kick out to Johnson. Johnson against Ball. Left side, Giddey. For the win! Oh, had a chance to win it right there. Couldn't get it to fall. Hey, can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Here we go. Here's Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Johnson a screen on White. Thomas passes to Johnson to take the lead. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
So the deep giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
It's Giddey on the wing. Here's Vucevic. Here's Ball. Guarded by Russell. Vucevic, the pass to White. Picked by Vucevic. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Nets leading by 3. Outside Russell. Here's Claxton. Off target with the 3. And Ball will bring it up here for Chicago. Outside Giddey. Fires from deep. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Great to see Josh Giddey attacking like this. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal when you are shooting lights out.
Thomas outside. Pure from 3-point range. Thomas has got 6 in the quarter.
And they retake the lead with a bounce-back 3.
Pass to White. Back to Ball. Here's Buzelis. From deep, Giddey. Here's Buzelis. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Shot on the wing. Ball no good. The Nets with the lead. Russell with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And Claxton gets it to go on the assist by Russell. And for the Bulls, they're shooting about 43% on this one. White for 3. The rebound by the Nets.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Here's Thomas for three. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago with the ball. And stolen by Williams. Thomas outside. Outside for Russell. The three-pointer off the mark. And Chicago has possession. They trail by 6. All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
NBA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
For three. Count it! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
Easy to understand why they leave Ball out here in these moments. He knows how to deliver.
It's Thomas on the wing. Uncovered. The shot, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Double overtime games are so grueling. And
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now, here is Russell. Fires for three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Ball against Russell. Ball no good. Outside Williams. Here's Russell with the three. The Hornets pull it in. Ball with it. From deep three-point land. Again, ball missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. For the three. Charlotte no good that time either. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Green kicks to Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc, a three-pointer is right on target.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke, it's exactly what you want in a wing.
Russell, a shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The three. Outside, Ball. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. A miss that time, would have put him up. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Thomas's shot is off. Charlotte has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. There's Ball with the three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
Bridges outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Thomas. Puts the move on.
First quarter.
Here's Claxton. Miller grabs the miss.
Normally he drains that.
Charlotte trailing. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
4 on the shot clock. Bridges for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. And here's Johnson outside. Bridges with the board. Well, the Hornets shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Ball with a wide open look. It's good from long range.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Now here's Williams. Still without a basket. Off target with his 3. There's 57 seconds left in the first. Charlotte moving the ball around. Bridges a screen on Russell. Ball no good. Brooklyn trailing. Russell with it. Bridges covering. Johnson for 3. Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3. Again, ball missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Miller with a screen on Russell. Ball from long range. The shot falls for only his 2nd bucket, 2 for 9.
ball shooting for might not be textbook, but all that matters is that it's effective.
Russell passes to Williams. Thomas outside, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate. And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. They've got Curry. He's out there with Smith. And it's Diabate in at the power forward position. Now here is Smith. Hits the three-point bomb. Smith's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Russell passes to Watford. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Curry will bring it up for the Hornets. Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Now here is Smith. Again, the miss by Smith.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
The Nets making a switch here. Clowney's checked in. Screen by Watford. Clowney, good. Clowney's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Watford finds Johnson. Here's Wilson. Oh, good with the triple. Charlotte in the lead. Smith for 3. Smith missing again.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Kogi inside the three-point line. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's the screen. Shot's good by Wilson. And the Nets lead by 2.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot.
Good on the triple.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Johnson, the pass to Wilson. Three-pointer. The Hornets pull it in. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And another 3 for Charlotte. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Here's Wilson following the 3 by Charlotte.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
This one for 3. Clowney pulls it in. Nets trail by 4. Sharp finds Johnson. Back to Sharp. There's the 3. And the Nets miss again. The Hornets shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Pass to Diabate. Here's Nurkic. And the 3 off target. The Nets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. The 3 from Johnson. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Keon Johnson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Williams, he's checked in for Trent in Watford. Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Smith for 3. That shot, no good. And for the Nets, they're shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. There's Williams with the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Outside Curry. Smith for three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Stolen away. Lets it go with the three. Hands it from downtown. Smith's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Johnson dishes to Williams. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a three. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Substitutions on the court.
There's Ball with the three. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hornets on top, up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum. They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Nick Smith getting it done today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with Russell, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Now Ball. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Pass to Williams for the lead. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. There's Russell with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Russell's got 5.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Bridges for 3. Good. The nice assist for Williams. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Russell kicks to Johnson. Williams with a clean look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Ball from long range. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Williams against Russell. Johnson, the pass to Russell. The Nets working the ball around now. Johnson with a screen on Miller. He rifled that one in from distance. Thomas got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Nets.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Hits it from three-point range.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Russell kicks to Thomas. Stolen by Ball. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. Definitely a situation you want to make sure we don't give him too good of a look.
Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games.
Now Miller, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. But Trey It's hauled in by Claxton.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 9. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Three-pointer. And the Nets miss again. Hornets leading by 3. From outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Miller's got 12.
And this is where Miller continues to improve, creating off the dribble.
Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. From past the arc. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Ball from long range. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
A 3 from Thomas. Hornets with the rebound. Diabate's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball from long range. Buries the long-range jumper. 9 points in the game so far.
Oh, sweet pull-up game from LaMelo. The young man has so much confidence in his ability.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the shot is good from Johnson. Charlotte in the lead.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Now, here's Ball. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for Charlotte. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Brooklyn with the ball, and on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Smith is out there with Miller. Then there's Josh Green. Then it's Williams. And it's Bridges in at the 4 spot. Smith with it. He's picked up by Russell. Miller kicks to Smith. A 3-ball. A 3-pointer is right on target. Smith's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hornets.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Now, here's Bridges. A 3-pointer off the mark. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Johnson, that's for 2. Pass to Claxton. Now Williams. Got a piece of it. Smith with it. He's picked up by Russell. Releases. Smith, no good.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Hornets leading by 3. Miller outside. Russell against Miller. To the paint. And here's Johnson outside. And the 3-ball is good. Johnson's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
A pretty free look from 3-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
Now here is Smith. Bridges outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Russell. Pass to Claxton. Johnson with it. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 5 on the clock to take the lead. Cameron Johnson, and that's good. Now Well, it's a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot that makes no sense.
Hornets trail by 3. Smith for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson outside. Pass to Williams. Johnson sets the screen for Williams. Outside, Russell takes the 3. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Bridges. Johnson for 3. Johnson missing again. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Miller, that's for 2. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. 14 points from Brandon Miller. Williams, a screen on Smith. Russell pushes to Williams. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Johnson in the corner. From downtown, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Good on the triple.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one 3-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Boy, this is starting to get real.
Nets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. So with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The 3-point stroke is off.
So you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now, here is Russell. Johnson, the pass to Russell. Back to Johnson. Outside, Russell. Latre knocks down the 3.
And you want the momentum on your side, and Russell showing you how it's done.
Now Smith. This would tie it. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's Brooklyn who's...
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Green out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at center. Now here's Miller. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Ball. And it's cleared by Vucevic. This one for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And as we're starting to see more of Buzelis, his coaches want more of that. Just impacting the glass.
The 3 from Ball. Offensive board. Miller on the wing. Shoots over White. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baiting him into it.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Ball outside. From deep. The Hornets pull it in. Ball surveys the floor. That doesn't go either for Ball. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. White against Green. Top of the key. White can't hit. The Hornets have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. The 3 from Ball. On target from range.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
He shoots. And all around the rim that time before dropping. White's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Green with a screen on Ball. Takes a 3. That doesn't go either for Ball.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Ball. 6 points for him. Off target from outside. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Jones, he's checked in for Chicago. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for LaMelo Ball. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, this is Smith's game. He looks to score whenever he can.
White on the wing, guarded by Miller. From deep, Giddey. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Hornets trail by 4. Bridges, a screen on Jones. Buzelis grabs the boards.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
White for 3. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Pass to Smith. The 3 is up. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game. From the arc. Knocks down the triple. White's got 8.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Smith passes to Miller. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. White looking it over. Launches a three. It's deflected. Here's Smith. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Kobe White, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for the Bulls. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Zach Collins out there with Smith. Then it's Williams. Then there's DeSumo. And it's Ball in at the 1. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. For 3, Collins. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Hornets trail by 4. Outside Curry. Out left to the wing. There's a screen. There's Ball with a 3. Smith with the rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Collins a screen. Smith passes to Collins. Here's the 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Out to the wing. Fade away. Pass to Okogie. Left side Curry. Here's Diabate. Three-pointer off the mark. DeSumo on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Back to DeSumo. Smith with a screen on Curry. Smith outside. Beyond the arc. And he buries his first look.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And it's rejected.
It's huge whenever Seth Curry comes up with a block. I think it ignites the entire team.
Pass to Okogie. Here's Diabate. Again, the miss by the Hornets. Chicago leading by 10. Curry with a steal. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Okogie. Here's Diabate. No good with the triple.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Hornets trail by 10. Ball passes to Nurkic. Here's Okogie to stop the drought. Charlotte, no good that time either.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. Launches it. The offensive rebound. Curry with a steal. They set the screen. Let's go with a 3. And it's DeSumo with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Hornets trail by 10. A deep three from Ball. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Sunmu for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Okogie on the wing. Takes the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Okogie's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The Sunmu for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
From downtown. Ball no good. Bulls leading by 10. Pass to Smith. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The Sunmu for 3. Hornets with the rebound. Now here's Ball. 3-pointer. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus.
A lot of different ways to knock down shots, and Ball's form is certainly unorthodox, but it works for him, and he's got a really quick release that allows him to get it off.
Ball outside. And so it's Chicago closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
On the floor for Charlotte, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. The shot by Buzel is no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. They grab their own miss. Lets the 3 fly. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. From deep. Miller can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 7. Ball right side. Vucevic, a screen on Bridges. From deep, Giddey. Williams grabs the board.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
3-pointer, Bridges. Charlotte, no good that time either. Chicago has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. White, good.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Sinks it from distance. Miller's got 6 points.
Ball has wasted no time showing off his passing skills. A really gifted distributor.
Chicago has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
Right wing. The 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. There's Ball with a 3. The rebound by Bridges. Hornets trail by 7. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jacks up a 3. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by White. He's got 5.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of 3-pointers during his career.
For Chicago, Herter's checked in for White. And it's Jones in for Ball. Smith, he's checked in for Charlotte. Three-pointer, Bridges hits the trifecta.
I think he epitomizes the modern-day stretch four. Miles Bridges can hurt you from deep in addition to getting to the rack.
Bulls leading by 7. Jones from outside. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Williams a screen on Jones. The 3, Smith. Outside for Green. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Giddey against Green. Pass to Buzelis. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Green against Giddey. 4 on the clock. The 3 is up. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Williams is checked in for Chicago. The Sumu comes in for Giddey. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Curry, he's checked in for Green. Hornets trail by 4. For 3, Smith. Jones grabs the board. Outside Herter. Williams from long range. Sends it home from three-point land. Williams has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Curry passes to Smith. Launches a 3. Sinks the tray.
A dead-eye shooter. Nick Smith is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
There's Herter with the 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Smith with it. Guarded now by Williams. Back to Curry. Smith left side. Williams a screen on Williams. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Smith.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Williams finds Vucevic. There's Herter with the 3. Connects from downtown. Herter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Smith. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the...
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Bulls up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service down right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Jalen Smith, Kobe White out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Giddey in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Curry passes to Smith. From deep. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Just relentless on the offensive end. Nick Smith has endless energy, applying constant pressure. And right now, Nick is cooking.
Pass to Buzelis. Fires the 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Smith no good. Bulls leading by 5. Outside White. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Smith outside. The 3. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Back to White. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Jones. They get the rebound. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Green. For three, Smith. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Hornets. Trailing by 5. The three ball. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Curry. Smith's got 23.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
To take the lead. Chicago with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10. There's a screen. White against Green. Pass to Smith. It's Giddey on the wing. And here's White. Takes a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. White's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Smith. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Minute 32 left in the fourth. Outside Giddey. Back to Jones. Giddey with a screen on Curry. Fires for three. Jones misses. Hornets trail by 3. For 3, Smith hits the three-pointer. 28 points for him.
The precision pass with Curry also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
From Pete Giddey. That shot off the mark. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
Curry against White. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Nurkic. This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession. Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic comes in for Smith, and it's Ball in for Jones.
And for Smith, the quickness, the jump shot, the potential. I mean, it's all there.
Pass to Giddey. To end the run. Yes! Oh, a tremendous three! We're tied! He sinks the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a two-point ball game.
Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws, but that was excellent work in the clutch.
Giddey passes to Ball. 4-3. No good from three-point range. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Fires from deep. And so the big win by Charlotte in a tight game. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
so good rebound.
Well, I'd like to say it's great coaching, Kevin. You know, I can always give those guys credit. But in reality, both teams do have a philosophy to go after the ball, and both these teams have tough, active people who are committed to getting as many extra possessions as they possibly can.
And you can't win in this league unless you can rebound, right?
Well, especially on the defensive end, Kevin, you've got to be able to keep the other team off the glass. At the offensive end, it sort of varies from team to team.
So the Nets starting five. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the three. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Now here's Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Clock at 6. Here's White. A three-pointer, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thomas outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. And the Bulls with possession. It's a 5-point game. White, wide open. He fires. Traps in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Russell against Ball. Russell passes to Claxton. Williams kicks to Thomas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. White against Russell. Rebound, Brooklyn. On the wing, Johnson. Williams, that's a two-pointer with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
White, a screen on Russell. Ball kicks to White. Back to Ball. White, a screen. Launches it. It's hauled in by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Takes a three. Thomas's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Pass to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The kick out to Williams. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got 7.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Over in the corner, White. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 4. Buzelis. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting of Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency.
Now, here is Russell. Scoreless thus far. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's White. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. There's Williams with the three. Sinks the triple. He's got 10. And here are the Bulls now. 4-point game. White setting the big for Giddey. His three-pointers off the mark. The Nets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Then for the Nets, Bayron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wilson in for D'Angelo Russell. It's stolen by Jones. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith kicks to Jones. Jacks up a 3. That one's in, his first shot this game. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Williams. Back to Johnson. With 1 on the clock, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets lead by 1. And we'll get going after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Wilson out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Thomas. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Collins finds Jones. Collins a screen on Johnson. And the Bulls with another miss. The Nets with the lead. Beyond the arc. It's the 3-point bomb. Johnson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nets. Here's Dosunmu. And again, no good by Chicago. Johnson surveying the floor. Sharp, the pass to Thomas. Wide open shot is on the money. Thomas got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Johnson with it. He's picked up by Collins. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Fires for 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Collins has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Sharp sets the pick for Thomas. Pass to Sharp. Here's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Cuts off the pass. Johnson outside. And here is Thomas. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Nets missing. Bulls trail by 3. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Thomas. Williams sends a screen for Smith. No good. That would have tied it. The Nets have gone only 2 of 7 for the field since the second quarter got underway. The 3 from Thomas connects from 3-point range. Thomas got 5 points now in the quarter. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation for it.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Thomas surveying the D. And Jalen Smith is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A new lineup here for the Bulls. And a new group in for the Nets.
Substitution on the court.
1:30 left in the first half of basketball. Stolen by Ball. From past the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Williams. Pass to Clowney. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Buzelis. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's White. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. White's got 8.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Outside Williams. It's tipped. Fast break, Chicago. Here's Giddey. Nets the corner 3. Giddey's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
Outside Williams. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Vucevic. Chicago leading. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. And White gets to Vucevic. Back to White. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Into the lane. Outside Russell. Drills the 3-pointer. And the Nets lead by 1.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. They've got Josh Giddey. Kobe White is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Nets passing it around. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ball from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
On the wing, Giddey. Vucevic a screen on Johnson. Giddey finds White. Now here's Giddey. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chicago. Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Thomas. Here's Huerter. And again, Chicago. No good. It's stolen by White. Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Pass to Claxton. Takes it inside. Stolen by Ball. Buzelis sets a screen for Huerter. Outside, Ball. Vucevic a screen on Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Ball with the bucket.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm. rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Rebounded by Vucevic.
And, you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk that ball? I still can't figure that one out.
Herder, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots. Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Ball sets a screen for Herder. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for White. And Jones subbed in for Ball. Whitehead's checked in for the Nets. Russell passes to Whitehead. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Whitehead's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. No one near Herder as he lets it fly. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Johnson with it. Jones covering. Russell with a wide open look. Over to the wing. From deep. Hits it from three-point range. Russell's got 6.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Here's Dosunmu. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Bulls lead by 2. It's Claxton with the drive. Johnson dishes to Johnson. There's Russell with the 3. Again, Russell missing. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. And here's Herder outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Right wing. Here's Whitehead. No good from outside. And Chicago shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensive. Williams, a screen on Johnson. Herder, no good. Now Russell. He has 6. Dives to the hoop. The 3 from Johnson. That shot off. And the rejection by Claxton. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Brooklyn trailing, setting the floor for the Nets. Johnson is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Williams. Then it's Sharp. And it's Clowney in at the 4.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Here's Vucevic. Off target from three-point range. The net shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. There's Russell with the 3. It's good from long range.
And sensing the situation, Russell with the stop and pop. Nice choice.
And here are the Bulls now. Pass to Buzelis. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Buzelis has got the game tied up here for Chicago. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the Nets with possession here. Here's Russell. Johnson right side. Over in the corner, Williams. Johnson sets the screen for Williams. They get a hand on it. Outside, Ball. There's the 3. Another 3 for Chicago. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
No good from the wing. Nets trail by 6. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Ball with the bucket.
How about the focus here from Ball on offense? Constantly looking for ways to score. Feels like he can get any shot he wants.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Chicago leading by 6. Fires from deep. Giddey, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Johnson outside. For the 3. Out to Russell. And there is the whistle that goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Clowney, good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And Giddey gets it to go.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Williams finds Johnson. Williams a screen on White. Here's Clowney. Pass to Russell. They set the screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ball with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Williams a screen. And Clowney can't get it to go. Ball from long range. And it's Russell with the rebound. Nets trail by 6. Williams for 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And White kicks the ball. White setting the pick for Ball. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Nets. Russell looking around. To Claxton. Johnson against White, looking to get it going. The kick out to Williams. 5 to shoot. Here's Clowney. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Buzelis. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2. Jones checked in for Lonzo Ball. And the Nets also making a change. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. It's White on the wing. He's guarded by Thomas. Jones, the pass to Vucevic. And here's White. Pass to Giddey. Over Williams. It's good!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Out to the right wing. Back to Thomas. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Well, head to the line for 3 free throws. He goes on Kobe White. The second one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that ties the game up.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
And Billy Donovan decides to call a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Dan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
We've got Bruce Ellis, Trey Jones out there with White. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Vucevic in at center. On the basket by Jones.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Sharp. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Nets trail by 6. Russell from long range. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Puts up a deep 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Sharp's got his 5th rebound in this one. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Offline with his 3.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Jones against Russell. Jones the pass to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. It's up a 3 on the basket by Jones. And the Bulls lead by 9.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Chicago. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Chicago.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And the basket by Thomas. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 15-6 run. Not sure the miracle, Craig, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle. Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
And it's Vucevic missing.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime. And just no better time to catch fire from 3 than overtime.